So I'm gonna be really quick. The other day, I saw a video between Major Green and Jasmine Crockett, and they were basically having a political tit for tat, basically saying that people who perpetuate certain crimes, like the crimes that happened against Charlie Kirk's assassination, or even last year when Trump had 2 assassination attempts. And then just recently, back in June, there was a House of Representative in Minnesota that was assassinated. Basically, in the congressional meeting, they were basically saying that Democrats have an ideology that fuels hatred and that makes these people want to go out and kill people. And then, so the Democrats are saying the Republicans are breeding basically that these ideologies lie within political backgrounds. And I would just say that that has never been the case, really. I think that it's just, I saw a post the other day that said humanity, this is not about Democrat or Republican, but this is humanity versus insanity. And I think that's just really what we're dealing with. There's crazy people out here. There are people that's hurting. People are losing their minds. And people are coping with pain. People are coping with whatever, the stress, anger, sadness, the way that they deal with it. For someone to go out and kill somebody because their values do not align with one another, that is not, I can't say that's a political issue. I think that that's somebody's crazy. You're crazy. You're losing your mind. It never gets that deep to where you want to go out and kill somebody. I mean, I get it when it came to African Americans, like when it came to Martin Luther King, there were, when we were getting assassinated, that was because we were trying to gain power. Black people were trying to gain power, and there were white people who were hating on that, and they wanted to take us out and wipe us out. But when it comes to the white men who are killing white men, what's going on, white community? Back, like with my last video, we are revisiting this conversation. What is going on in white communities? What is going on in white household, and what is going on in white America? And these congressional hearings, they need to be talking about the perpetrators of these crimes are usually white men, young white men. What is going on with the white men where they are wanting to kill? They're wanting to kill their own kind. Alright, I mean, I'm going to just stick to this type of crime because they commit many more devastating type of crimes. But yeah, I think in the boardroom they need to just start to look at the profile of these people who commit these crimes, and it's the young white men, and let's start breaking down what's going on.
His family may be Republican, but all of the evidence that is being presented proves that he is a far leftist, very much integrated in online groups that are linked to Antifa. He was in a relationship with a biological male, so-called furry, whatever that is transitioning to be a fake woman. He was not MAGA, not one bit. That is a complete lie, and it's an insult to every single Republican and person that identifies with those type of politics. We will not tolerate it, and that is the exact type of language that is getting many of us death threats day after day, and led to shootings on the baseball field where Steve Scalise was shot. This is what led to President Trump nearly being assassinated this past summer. This is what has led to Charlie Kirk being assassinated. And so I just want to give a warning there. We're not going to tolerate that anymore.
Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
Yes, I request unanimous consent to enter into the record this September 16, 2025 article from Time titled "Trump Called for a Crackdown on the Radical Left, but Right-Wing Extremists Are Responsible for More Political Violence," which calls out the game the president is playing, in which he creates a fictional problem while downplaying the real history of far-right violence against the American public, from the Oklahoma City bombing to January 6th. I got another one.
So ordered.
All right, the next one is for, it's an article from September 12, 2025. Article is from Democracy Docket titled, "I Couldn't Care Less. Trump's downplaying of right-wing violence continues long pattern," which calls out the game the president is playing, in which he creates a fictional problem while downplaying the real history of far-right violence against the American public.
With